With the turn of the calendar less than 48 hours away, we're taking a look back at some of the biggest sports stories from 2022. News 25's Jeff Hager joins us live in studio to break down the sports headlines that captured the highest of highs from the year that was.
That's right, Lori. As the 2022 calendar year comes to a close, it's hard not to reflect on some of the biggest stories from the last 365 days. Of course, the tragic passing of Mike Leach is the biggest story that comes to mind, but we're going to keep this segment more lighthearted and focus on some of the best teams from the Magnolia State showing out on the biggest stage. So let's start this top 5 countdown on the ice, where the Mississippi Seawolves made their long-awaited return to Biloxi just 2 months ago. After 8 seasons without hockey in the 228, the Seawolves returning as a member of the Federal Prospects Hockey League, thanks in large part to breaking the Mississippi Coast Coliseum attendance record not once but twice last December. Their first home win coming on October 28th against the Columbus River Dragons. At number 4, look no further than the Southern Miss football team earlier this month, winning its first bowl game since 2016. The Golden Eagles put on a show against Rice in the Lending Tree Bowl, and the Owls simply had no answer for Frank Gore Jr., who rushed for an NCAA bowl game record 329 yards with 3 total touchdowns. Gore also breaking or tying 6 USM bowl game records en route to winning game MVP honors. The black and gold leaving Mobile with the 38-24 win and an overall record of 7-6 to cap off their first season in the Sun Belt and Will Hall's second season in Hattiesburg. 3 strikes, you're out at number 3 as we shift to the diamond for the Pearl River Community College baseball team and its first ever NJCAA Division II World Series championship. The Wildcats went 5-1 in the program's 3rd trip to Enid, Oklahoma, averaging more than 11 runs per game for a team with 11 players from the 6 coastal counties. PRCC also winning a state title and a Region 23 title in the same season for the first time in program history, posting an overall record of 45-11. Head coach Michael Avalon even holding up his end of the bargain, dyeing his hair blonde just like the rest of the team. From last team in to last team standing, the Ole Miss Rebels checking in at number 2, just 6 months removed from their 3rd ever NCAA baseball national championship. The Rebels getting hot at the right time, sweeping the Coral Gables Regional and then sweeping the Hattiesburg Super Regional in USM's first ever time hosting the Supers. From there, Ole Miss winning 5 of its 6 games in the College World Series, including 2 wins over Oklahoma in the finals, finishing its banner season with an overall mark of 42-23. Local players getting the chance to dogpile in Omaha, Pearl River Central alum Hayden Dunhurst and Ocean Springs alum Mitch Merle. Finally, Picayune Power taking home the top spot with the Maroon Tide winning the 5A state championship game 31-21 over West Point for the 2nd year in a row. The 15-0 Tide going back-to-back for the first time in program history and completing its first perfect season in program history, extending its winning streak to 26 games in the process. Leading the way, All-American running back Dante Dowdell, who broke off 190 yards and 3 touchdowns en route to winning game MVP honors for the 2nd year in a row before signing with Oregon earlier this month. And of course, plenty of state champions across the coast this year: East Central and Resurrection Catholic Baseball, St. Stanislaus and Long Beach Boys Soccer, Our Lady Academy and Stone Girls Soccer, OLA Volleyball, and West Harrison Cheer winning a national championship, just to name a few.